Welcome back to another game of Touch Netrosis. We find ourselves still in the library after a rather harrowing fight with a living painting.
I had an art attack.
Absolutely had an art attack.
This is why I need you. This is why I get help from you guys naming episodes. Oops, I guess that was too good. I would not have come up with a good one as good as that.
We are again only with three people in the library. Well, technically 4. Tim's still there.
There are 4 lights.
Mm-hmm. If I remember correctly, we ended with for Sylvia running towards Tim because ow, his stuffing hurts.
Yes, I'm leaking stuffing.
Mm-hmm. We have Era somewhere wandering around in the room with the tree. And then we have Lay, who's still with the Arc Knight. So who would like to start first?
I mean, mine involves somebody that's not here, so arguably other people should go.
Currently, mine only involves background tone.
Well, you can explain your background tone.
All I'm going to be doing for a short period of time is going to be sitting down in the main room and pulling out the small instrument I carry with me and playing it.
Okay.
In which I'm going to try and spend this 10 minutes to refocus and recover my focus spells.
You know, you feel like this room has magnificent acoustics. You're rather pleased with your efforts. For Sylvia or Latar?
It's like a bad one.
Well, my initial plan was to follow for Sylvia, but they scrambled off for help and I just kind of moseyed, so I am still headed in that direction.
Okay.
Jim, I need you to fix me again. I'm leaking stuffing.
Oh, okay. Jim will absolutely fix you, but he's very eager to get his hands back on books.
Oh, we're in a library, so all the books. Okay. I'm like probably carrying some of my stuff. Like this goes in me. It's one of those things that like, if it's PG because I'm a stuffed animal. But if a normal person was carrying around their intestines, this is very much not a PG movie anymore. You're like, that's your intestines. That has drastically changed how the rating of this movie. These are supposed to be in me, I think.
Chim will be very concerned.
It's okay. These are only my this is my health stuffing. I still have my muscle stuffing and my brain stuffing. It's fine. I think.
So he's going to spend 10 minutes tending to you. Because I'm assuming the player would do this.
Yeah.
If he were here.
I mean, he fixed me up last time.
Because he fixed you up last time.
He likes being helpful, which is helpful.
All right. Let's roll his Tenwoods is rolling medicine.
Crafting, actually.
Crafting.
Yeah,
Ooh.
because he's the chirurgeon, he can use crafting instead of medicine. That is a crit. Holy shit. He's like, oh, yes. I see. These are your inside stuffings. These are your health stuffings, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So he heals what?
4d8.
Yeah, 4d8 plus 5.
No, it's just a dice. That's nice.
Heal for 15.
Did I ever tell you the story, Chim, of what my life was before I was a puppet?
No.
Shit. I was hoping I did. Because I don't remember. I was hoping you knew. I thought of that on the drive yesterday. I was like, that would be funny. He's like, no. Sorry. It'd be better. But yeah, hey, thanks. I owe you another one. I'll just grab one of the books off the shelf. How about this book? And I'll just hand it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. This book's a good one. Because I said so.
You hand him a book about giants.
See? I'm real good at this. I can find things.
Mm-hmm. And some of your ghost sheet was sacrificed to help give you stuff.
Oh no, I need. Oh no.
That means you're part ghost now.
That's true. That makes sense because I am the ghost.
Of course, it's fast.
No, because as a barbarian dedication, you have to pick your instinct or your whatever it is. So I picked the ghost instinct because it made sense. So, so that's why I'm a ghost instinct because I got part of the ghost in me. I'm a ghost. Now I'm a big scary ghost. Okay, I'm a small scary ghost, but I punch real hard, and that's what matters.
Around this time, Lay has definitely made it over there.
I'm also just gonna start randomly speaking in Elven. Oh, that's how I knew that this was a book about giants. I was like, how about this one?
Yes.
Oh, it says giants. Here you go.
Known to roam the mountains and that bisect this continent.
It's a big old mountain.
Uh-huh.
That mountain's got range. I do not regret that joke. Hi, Lay. Lay, I have a question. Is every term a laywoman's term for you? Because it can't be a layman's terms, because that would be men's. So it's a laywomen's terms?
I suppose it is for Sylvia.
I nailed it. I'm very smart. It's my thinking fluff. That stays in my head. I decided I have thinking fluff. I don't have a brain, but I have to be able to think. So there's got to be thinking fluff up here. What should we do now?
Well, we have the keys to get through the ward. We might as well go through the ward, right?
We do have the keys to Gramercy Park, yes. I don't know what Gramercy Park is, but we have keys to it apparently. Okay, where's Era?
I think they're out by the tree.
Just wandering around.
You can hear her playing a tiny little flute instrument from the main room. An ocarina of sorts.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is it the one that's made out of potato though? That's the real question.
Nope, it's made out of clay.
No, it'd be cooler if it was made out of potato. Actually, it'd be cooler if it was made out of bone.
That'd be a very large bone.
Well, no, just it would have to. I mean, you can also do a little bit of magic.
No, it's not that fancy. It's just a tiny little clay fired flute.
Is it the shape of the ocarina that gives it its sound? Because I'm like, or is it the amount of holes in it?
Probably a bit of both.
Because I'm like, theoretically, because skulls have multiple holes. So if you could drill a couple more holes in the skull, then you could have a skullcarina.
It's about the size of the hole, the shape of the hole.
Not it's the motion of the ocean. I got you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or the fight in the dog, not the dog in the fight.
I mean, explain chihuahuas.
Yeah. A skullcarina sounds cool though. This is my instrument, just a skull. It'd be even funnier because you blow in the mouth, which doesn't make any sense. Right? Oh, the nose hole. But it just it's a haunting melody. It can only play the Temple of Spirits.
It can only play Song of Storms.
No, it's whatever the song of for the Ghost Temple or the Spirit
the Temple of Shadow.
Yeah, which that has I think that the one that's my favorite. No, Nocturne of Shadow. I think is my favorite of all of them. The one that's the easily memorizable is Song of Storms, but Nocturne of Shadow is I think my favorite. Anyway.
Well, this does not happen to be anywhere in Hyrule.
Thanks for dragging us back, kicking and screaming into the game. We are not known for detracting. What are you talking about? We stay on topic always. Okay, well, you have fun reading, I guess. If you want, there's going to be a new room open because I got my necklace thing, and I think somebody else hopefully got a necklace thing. I don't know. I didn't see. I got beat up by painting. That painting had my number, and it was.
I'm wearing the other one.
We're necklace friends. High five.
We sure are. Give a little high five.
Yeah. This is a hand. Otherwise, it'd be a high paw. It's different. But if we have a lot of high fives, you know what that is? It high rules. Boom! Bringing it back around. Okay, let's go. I'm just gonna look, point at Chim. Keep up the good work. Yeah, okay, keeping up the good work. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yep, basically.
Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. I like your music.
So you guys make your way over to the main room.
I'll give a quick shout over to Era just to let them know that we're headed over to the wards.
I will look in your direction and wrap up.
I'll jump over the it's just bookshelves. Hey, I'm over here too. I got my stuff in.
And the last few notes hang in the air for a moment.
Womp, womp, womp.
As you make your way to the gateway.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's the plan. If there's a bad person in there, I punch him. If there's a good person in there, I try to hug him.
What if we're not sure if they're good or bad?
Then I offer to hug them. If they say no,
with the
thank
option
you.
to punch?
Well, there's always the option to punch. If they say, get away from me, they're a bad person. If they say no thank you, they might be a good person who just doesn't like being touched.
I can see that.
Yeah. I still have to learn how to be able to hug ghosts. I need to hug that ghost. I have his name written down. Archer Severin.
Mhm.
I gotta. I don't know if you guys saw.
Archer, yes.
Yeah, I don't think. Did you guys see the post I made? Um, I posted on Twitter about you want ghost touch so that you can beat up ghosts. I want ghost touch so I can hug them. We are not the same.
Also true.
Although theoretically, once my attacks, or if I get something that makes my attacks magical, theoretically I could hug a ghost.
Theoretically. I mean, a hug can be considered a grapple check.
Right.
Now that we have thoroughly dismayed Ada Era, you are standing next to this wall of magic and the two runes on the side of the doorway.
Okay. All right. So plan. Good guy, hug him. Bad guy, punch him. Not sure. Ask him if I can hug him. My magic is my friendship. Oh, you said it was on. Sorry, it was on each side of the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll take it.
One on each side of the doorway.
Beep, beep, beep.
I'll do the same.
I don't know, but magic sounds. I don't fucking know.
So when you guys, I'm assuming you are not wearing the necklaces.
No, I assume I had to take it off to use it.
Yes. When you press the runes into press the pendants into the runes, they sink into the doorway and the magic disapparates.
That was a gift from Archer. Now I gotta find a new necklace. Now we can't be necklace friends. Now I'm sad.
Don't worry for Sylvia. I'll make you one the next time I have a chance.
It's true. I forgot to use talismans. Well, now I hope there's somebody to punch. Hello? Any ghosts in here?
Hello?
I'm a fellow ghost, as you can clearly see.
Might help if I had actually populated the room.
I mean, they're ghosts, they're translucent sometimes. Well, you can't give too much away by having them there, Multiple ghost friends. Ghost friends!
Spooky ghosts.
Spooky ghosts. There's no, there's a spooky, scary skeleton song, but there's no ghost song, I don't think. I'm gonna work on that.
Some ghosts come around. They also look like they're dressed like Archer, but maybe not quite as finely.
Hello, ghost friends. I am also a ghost.
What a fine ghost you have.
Thanks. Are you guys friends with Archer?
Did he make it?
Well, he's also a ghost. But yeah, he's in the other room. I'm gonna hug him someday. I'm gonna figure out how to hug him. I suppose I can also figure out how to hug you all.
How is Laetar reacting to the beginning of this conversation? Because I'm looking at you.
You ever like watch, like if you have I'm assuming you don't have kids, but if you've ever watched your kids attempt to have a conversation with another adult, that's the same sort of intent that's on my face right now. Where like if it goes too far south, I will step in, but otherwise this is a learning experience.
Okay. Then I will do nothing.
Okay.
You are friends
So
with
he
Archer.
didn't make it either.
You are friends with Archer, right?
Of course.
Okay. I would hate to have to punch you. Archer's my best friend now. Well, one of my best friends. Lay's my best friend, and Era's my best friend, and Jim's my best friend. And the other guy that Calvin can't remember the name of. It's mostly because I can see their names on screen. Delay, yeah. I was like, I can see their names on screen. It's easier to remember them. Oh yeah, I could just look up the character. Yeah, yeah, Kalane. But I got plenty of room for best friends, assuming you're not bad ghosts.
No.
Good. Okay.
No one else. How long has it been?
10 years? I mean, I guess it depends on. I know it's 10 years since the whatever thing happened, since the elves attacked or the humans attacked or the Fire Nation attacked. I don't remember what it was. Somebody attacked. I know that the Avatar disappeared.
We're here because the daughter of the librarian asked us to come here.
Cameron. Yes. Of course you would.
Spend some time.
That means no one's gotten in here in 10 years.
Probably for the best.
The other side had much more dangerous traps.
Oh, that's good to know.
It's why the head librarian, Tamil's father, was the one setting them up.
Do we have any information on why she asked us to come here other than to disarm the ward?
The information you know is that she wants you guys to disarm the worm so that she can open the library again. What you can guess from context clues, that's your choice.
I was starting to think, I hope she's a good person. I would hate to have to punch her.
Right. Well,
Context clues might be, the fact that her father was the head librarian.
not true, of course, but 10 years is 10 years.
Not everyone is Era.
I'm aware. That's why I'm asking the questions. Why were you locked away in here?
Well, originally we were just going to be locked in maybe for a day, until the fighting died down. Something went wrong.
Oh. I'll kind of like look at Lay and look at for Sylvia.
What? Do you have something on my nose?
No.
You have some decorative stitching on your nose.
Decorative disc, yes.
Yeah.
Little button.
I thought we established that it all gets absorbed back in when I heal.
No, I'm saying that you
Just-
had a gash and now you have some decorative stitching
Okay,
because Chim's just that talented.
fair enough. It's aesthetic. It's like ornamental.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. So I have a button nose now. You've stitched a button into my nose.
I don't think he gave you a button on your nose.
With the perpetual, it's a button with the perpetual chill feature on it, so that my nose is always cold. So I can stick my nose on people.
You know, I believe that would be a magical artifact, and I have not found a button with perpetual chill in this library. So I don't think Chim has that.
Damn it, Chim! You had one job.
I don't mean to intrude into the reasons of all of the things that have happened here in the last 10 years. Why seal this portion of the library?
It was to protect us.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, you got trapped in here.
We're not exactly fighters. We're just librarians.
Now you're ghost barians. You could be librarians forever. Or scarelers.
So,
Scary.
I mean, there's
Scarelers.
quite a few books in this section, but
what do you know that transpired on that night?
that night and the week of fires afterwards, I vaguely remember it.
Nothing stands out, but
The sounds of screaming, dying of thirst.
it's only a question.
Sounds familiar.
Searching for some deeper meaning.
I'm not.
Sometimes, boy. Sometimes, girl, there isn't a deeper meaning. It's just what happens.
I think I froze to death.
I'm not saying this, but I am not entirely buying this. I feel like there's either something they're not telling us or they're not telling us the truth.
Well, go ahead and roll.
What do you want?
Perception.
Ooh, I'm so good at perception. Yep.
You're absolutely convinced that they're lying to you?
You think that they're all clerics of Bane?
That they're hiding something, no matter what, and it's not going to, whether or not they're telling the truth doesn't matter as far as you're concerned. There's more to this.
Got it.
He rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.
For context.
More than meets the eye.
Let us go get her. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I'll kind of like hop my way over these little bedges and back out to the main library.
I'm gonna stay right here.
She's sitting at the checkout desk.
As I'm coming out, I'm going to be quiet. I want to see what she's doing. Should I roll stealth?
If you really want a number, sure.
Oh, well, shit.
You know, she's picking things up. She's putting things in order. She's, touching the things with a quiet reverence.
Okay.
She is not like overly concerned.
She's idling caretaking.
Yes.
Okay.
And like unearthing like children's drawings from her drawer and
Okay. Then yeah, as I come out, I'll be like, oh, what's her name one more time?
Tamara.
Tamara.
Yes.
We've done as you asked. There are remnants. I believe you should come with us.
Okay.
And I will lead her back into this portion of the library.
She takes a deep breath because she's expecting bodies.
Bodies.
And
Dead
as we're walking through, I'll be like, the spirits of the people who were trapped here on that night are still here.
Oh no.
And that
They
is when
are-
I got attacked by the painting.
Some of them are hostile. Some of them are traps. Some of them are
The librarians are hostile?
no. Well, it's hard to say because I don't have much knowledge on this matter. We've pulled down the ward and their spirits here, and we're conversing with them. But
Okay.
I think they would be more open to speak with somebody they would have been more familiar with in life.
The head librarian wasn't with them? He was supposed to be with them.
No, they mentioned something briefly about that. Where they went to the other side of the library where more powerful.
He was supposed to be with them.
No, they said that he'd sealed them away here for protection. Come. They can tell you more. They might be able to tell you more than they'd be willing to tell us.
The longer we take, the more talking for Sylvia does, and we all know how bad that is.
That's what Latar's there.
I don't know. Lator encourages me a little bit.
Lay is currently like not actively hiding behind the wall, but certainly keeping the wall between her and the majority of the room, and very intently listening to the librarians, if that's their real name.
No, they're Ghostbrarians.
They're telling some random story about some day happening in the library because, right now you have their undivided attention and they get to talk to someone who isn't the five of them.
If you guys wore different colors, you could be the Ghost Power Rangers. Oh, but you're librarians. You're not rangers. Never mind.
For once, you're the quiet one to my ears.
It's apparently sometimes leaning back gets quiet. I was saying that I was like, if you guys had different colors, you could be the Ghost Power Rangers. But then
I don't think that's how ghosting works.
But you're librarians. You're not rangers, so you have to multi-class. I don't know that that's not how it works either. I'm an
Well,
expert.
you'd probably have to ask cleric.
I'm an expert on ghosts. Look at me. I am the ghostiest of ghosts.
Rather solid ghost you are.
I choose to be a solid ghost. I could be not solid if I wanted to not be solid.
Yes.
Lay can't help herself. She mutters under her breath. Solid is a relative term.
Incorporeal. Shh. Don't make me hit you with my
Around this time is when
strength
Lay
muscles.
and
or my strength fluff. Or my muscle fluff. My muscle fluff. So I was trying to keep track of my own bullshit.
It's hard.
Harold will appear.
Ta-da! Also ta-da! Like I'm like it's like ta-da! Like both sides. Ta-da! And ta-da! Ta-da! These are my new ghost friends.
I will be following her as she enters. Now you have NPCs to talk to each other, Laura.
I
Wow.
do.
You could be a ghost quartet, though. You guys
There's
sing?
5 of them.
There's 5 of us.
Yeah, quartet is 5. Or no, it's a quintet.
Quintet.
My bad. That's what I meant. You could be a ghost.
And they start speaking in rapid Elvish, of which Sylvia understands.
Somehow.
Basically, they are is saying how much she's grown and like they are so happy that she is alive.
Why do they keep calling you Pookie Bear? That's weird.
I'm gonna subtly point at Era and just kind of be like,
Wait, why do I understand you?
I will sidle over.
I think they're plotting.
Can you not speak Elvish?
I speak the language of my own people, plus the language of a neighboring people.
I speak the language of obnoxious.
Oh. No. They're not plotting. It's it's familiar catching up. That's correct, right? They're just catching up. Yeah, no,
It's pure joy.
Yeah, it's
the rational side of Lay is saying to believe Era, but the other side is saying that now Era is lying as well. Or maybe they've just been fooled.
You want to roll perception? I can roll a dice in response.
I don't know. I already failed once, so.
Well, you could fail again.
I absolutely could fail again.
I believe in you.
I do as well.
Which direction? I don't know. I haven't decided.
The you in that sentence. Okay. That's substantially better.
A 17.
That's 10 better.
That is 10 better.
And not a critical failure.
And not a critical failure.
You can tell that I am not lying.
Well, I still don't trust
And the girl who you have brought here is crying.
Why'd you make her cry?
For a brief moment, we weren't paying attention, and now she's crying. Look, Era, look what they've done.
Well, no, they were talking about her dad.
Lay. There's nothing sinister here. The only thing here is heartbreak.
And if there was something sinister, I would punch it.
She grumbles a little and then goes back to shuffling her cards.
Do you need a hug? Since you're sad? I'm really good at hugs.
Still grumbling, still shuffling the cards.
Oh, not you, the
leans
elf.
down.
No,
Oh.
I'm talking to the elf.
Oh.
Sorry, I can't remember.
she will absolutely lean down to
Get
get a
here.
hug.
Get in
because
here.
Getting a hug from a ghost is not.
See, I'm the greatest of ghosts.
It's not as satisfying.
It's true. It leaves you empty inside.
I'm a little sad.
Do you want a hug too? You know
Always.
it. Yeah. Hugs. Era, come on. Come on. Hugs
You start
for
moving towards me, I will poke you in the chest with the end of my bow.
I'm not moving towards you. I mean,
Okay.
I'm probably like here, but I'm just like I'm literally just doing this. Like I'm not moving towards you. I'm just going, come on.
I'm
Those
fine,
big
thank
button
you.
eyes and
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. We'll put that in reserve. You got one free hug to be a coupon to be used later at sometime. If I save your life, then that hug's for you then.
If you save my life, then I owe the world.
I'm writing that down in my journal.
Mhm. Oh. Well, that would be a good use for those. Emerald, make sure to take out the little tab so it doesn't start animating on him.
Oh, if it starts animating, I'll punch it again.
She will actually offer to take the book.
I'll just glare at it. You're not going to animate again. It's like that meme of the mimic. It's like
She will, if you hand it to her, take out a small thing in the back and give you back the book.
Oh. I assume it would know better next time. Well, you might want to do the same thing to the ones that are up there in that room then, because we didn't take the things out.
That one's staying with you.
Yeah, but those ones might animate too and attack people. They attacked us, so they might attack other people when you open the library.
Well, you know, if they come in at night without permission.
Technically, there's only 2 of them because one of them got burned. Like, look over at Latar.
If they're in the after dark without permission, then, you know, having a book being less happy with them isn't the worst thing.
I feel like having the ghost would be a lot more intimidating. Like, if I had to pick, still ghosts. Like, a book that's going flappity flap 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 is kind of scary, but like, the ghost rangers over here are way more intimidating. At least in appearance. You were all very lovely. I'll say that in Elvish.
Thank you.
But I mean, angry librarians.
So I will look to her when there's a break. Sarah. So what you were looking for is not here.
Not on this side, no.
I see.
Rufus needs an arm, by the way. You have to fix Rufus's arm so Rufus can have their other arm back.
Rufus.
I wrote it down. Hold on.
The Archive
Knight.
Archive Knight. I said I wrote it down. Let me get there on my own, damn it. That's why I took the notes. If I said I can't remember what their name is, then you can correct me. But at least give me the opportunity to show that I took notes, damn it. Yeah, Rufus the Archive. Well, it's the Archive Knight. I named them Rufus because they didn't have a name, and they deserve a name. They're very helpful. We need to find their arm. We need to find their arm so they can hug me. They can't. I mean, you can hug with one arm, but it's not the same. That should be our next quest after we're done. Finding Rufus's arm.
Well, I'll see if the tree is willing to gift a branch for him.
The tree talks too? Oh, Chim shouldn't have climbed it then. That's rude.
And she nods to everyone then, and we'll go start talking to the tree to go get it, to have it drop a branch big enough to join up.
Magic is awesome. But hey, ghost friends, you can now wander around the library doing ghost librarian things.
Yes. I'm sure, yes, we can. It'll be interesting to see if anything has managed to make its way in.
Nope.
That hopefully none of those gremlins who like to eat books came in.
A few things.
We
including
punched
gremlins.
We punched him in the face.
Oh, God.
Well, I punched him in the face. They did some shooting and stabbing of things, but I punched a couple.
They like to eat books and are quite a menace.
They eat my knuckle sandwich. They were very
Library is in a bit of disarray.
Of course. 10 years will do that.
Well,
We
So
have much work to do.
She went to the tree in the center and
Yes.
it gave a branch.
She's talking to the tree for it to drop a branch.
Okay.
It takes a while, but it does just drop a branch.
well, yeah. Speaking end takes some time.
I'm gonna go hug the tree. Tree! I mean, it's like this. Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Lay is furiously writing in a small journal about the story of the giving tree,
Thank
and like doesn't even look up to see what For Sylvia's doing, and goes, "For Sylvia, you didn't ask permission before you hugged."
Well, if it could punch me in the face if it wants. I was thanking it for giving us the branch.
I will look towards
Also, I don't speak tree.
assembled ghosts, and I will bow and say in Elvish, I am sorry for everything that's happened. If there's anything we can do for you.
Thank you, tree friend. Does the tree have a name? Sorry, you're doing a thing.
Thank you for opening. It was nice to see that the world did move on, even if not the same.
No, it hasn't been. Hopefully it'll be better. And I will.
And they start slowly floating out, and they are arranging books. So for Sylvia is hugging the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Without consent.
One of the two silver birches.
So, waiting for her to be done speaking to the tree.
She has a branch
Mhm.
that looks like, with some shaping, could become a decent arm if different colored from the rest of the Archive Knight. Especially since the Archive Knight actually is like oiled and varnished.
I'll wait for that to be done, or offer help if she needs any.
She will go, I will have to shape it some, but this will take time. And she will go with you guys to the main section.
Right. So, we've done as you asked,
You have.
but it seems that there's more to be done.
Just getting the general population books available again will be good for the city.
You may be right.
She will go pat her pockets and pull out a coin pouch.
I'll stick out my hand.
She just tosses the coin pouch.
I'll catch it. For the remainder of this place, the spirits mentioned that it was more dangerous.
It would be. That's where that side of the library was for the magic and secrets and
Particular sensitive knowledge.
particular sensitive knowledge.
I see. And I would assume that you too would like to have that investigated.
Doesn't have to be today, does not have to be now.
Understood.
Doesn't even have to be a week from now, but eventually someone will need what is in those rooms, and I would like to see if there's one more ghost.
I understand. On a sense motive. Just to see if there's anything else there.
Go ahead. As far as you can tell, she is telling the absolute truth. You know, as she's fingering what you presume keychain of the keys that she had made.
I don't intend to know your intent. And I don't intend to speak words out of turn. But what we have done here today is unlock knowledge in a situation where there still is very much a sentiment within this city that may seek to abuse or destroy this knowledge.
Why do you think I said that I was fine with not unlocking the other side? You think I don't have people willing to come in to help me run this library again?
It's not that. It's that
They can't touch it because legally I own it.
and legally before they overturned the city and his government and killed a bunch of people, that didn't matter either.
I still legally own the building.
I fail to see how armed men change that argument.
Well, as much as I appreciate the warning, you can't stop them.
No,
And the city could use them.
speak out of concern. I live here too.
Yeah. It's not like the bloody nobles have been paying attention to the library.
You're not wrong. Maybe we should keep it quieter to not draw undue attention.
Eventually it'll get out. I am prepared for that.
It is, in fact, after all, technically your library. You can find me here, and I'll give her kind of like the area where I live in the city.
Well, I'm sure I can send a runner if they decide that they want to try and take over my librarians with my guardians.
Or should you need any further help?
We're her guardians.
And as one more ghost appears through, Arthur has wandered away from his little. Don't you have a book that needs to be checked out? Looking specifically at for Sylvia.
I was getting there. Gosh, at least let me leave the building before harassing me about taking a book out. I don't know if I want to hug you anymore. You're being rude. Yeah, I was gonna talk to her about checking out my book. I was hugging this tree first because it gave us a branch.
Yeah.
It gave us a branch so we can fix Rufus's arm or make Rufus a new arm so Rufus can have two arms so that I can hug Rufus. Or should I say so Rufus can hug me back? It all goes part of my plan. There's many levels.
Mm-hmm.
Like onions.
Arthur will nod and just kind of float away.
Your friends are free.
This library could use a little.
Some life to it.
Rearranging.
Oh. That's a good joke, though.
Mm-hmm. I hope to see you again.
Well, you will.
And he puts that towards everyone.
Oh.
But does also look at for Sylvia.
Do you know why ghosts can only exist in places? Because they're incorporeal, not outcorporeal.
All right, well, on that, I'm
She's like, okay, I'm leaving. That joke was it. I'm done.
We're on our way out. I'm gonna do a quick head count and be like, do y'all feel like we're forgetting something?
Yeah, Chim, he's reading.
Okay, so he's not forgotten. We're just letting him do his thing. Got it.
But they didn't kick him out.
I'll go let him know, and I'll like run over to Chim. Be like, Chim, we're leaving. We're going back. We're going somewhere. I don't know where we're going, but we're probably going to come back here to beat up whatever needs to get beat up in the other side of the library.
Mm-hmm.
There are 5 more ghost librarians. Don't make them angry. They're my friends. I don't like to pick sides. I'll just punch everybody equally. Okay, bye.
Chim definitely is going to be reading and has no idea that the other side of the library is the side that he actually wants.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. You're leaving. Ghosts. Got it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Be better if I actually had a book. I do, but it's too far to reach. No. Oh, there we go. There we go. This one fits because it's my Book of the Dead. See, so. Immortal spells of the Lich. Many who study necromancy see the path of Lich.
Yep.
I like meander my way to the desk and just. I would like to check this book out, please.
Ah. A book on a great pilgrimage.
Yep.
Of the Fae. Okay.
Whatever that is.
And other pilgrimages across the continent. Right. let's do that. And she goes and she takes up a stamp and stamps the little card on the inside of the book.
Okay. The Great Pilgrimage. Thank you.
You're welcome. Does Sylvia look at the date on the card?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know how this works. I was just told to check it out. I don't know that I have to return it.
10 levels from now, we're going to be ambushed leaving a building, and it's going to be a bunch of mercenaries hired from the librarian.
I'm the librarian. They take this very seriously. No, we're going to return
I'm
like
sure
4
that someday, when you understand and that you're supposed to bring it back, you'll check the date.
Checked out the book. Check. Done.
believe that the amount of time between the last time it was checked out and this date might, per chance, be longer than the next time he checks to see if he even needed to return it.
It's I don't know, fucking whatever, I guess. Like that's the return date.
Whatever.
Whatever.
When you get around to it.
When you get around, that's why I said I don't fucking know, whatever.
Next time you swing by.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna swing by again. I have to come back to hug the ghosts and read my biography.
Because someday there will be a Corky autobiography.
There will.
As part of the collection of the library.
Damn Skippy. Like, what's that? Yeah, some weird fucking guy came around, punched things. He's full of shit, though. Okay, I'm ready to go. So what are we doing now, guys? Girls? Everybody? What are we doing, everybody?
Well, I've been paid. And we've been paid. And I'm hungry. And I'm out of resources.
I haven't been paid.
We'll get there.
Well, why not do it right now?
Because we have nowhere, and I'll kind of like jangle the little sack. We have nowhere to count this, so I was going to go to.
I'll just like on top of the desk right here. There's this whole desk right here.
Okay, fine. Pour it on the desktop.
Okay. Well, this was a very good chunk of change. There is. There's 5 of you, correct?
There's 4 of us, because one of us technically didn't show up for this half of the library.
Technically true.
I don't want to be that guy, but like they haven't shown up for this side of the library.
I mean, if it's an adventure built for 5 people, but only 4 people did it, technically speaking.
I'm just doing math, friends.
Oh.
Why? Who does math in role-playing games?
Well, yeah, but you have the intended threat, right? 5 people. Well, then it should be 5 people's worth of reward.
Split 4 ways. I need money to upgrade my weapons.
You are definitely getting a very large sum of. There is enough for 20 gold per person in the library.
Ooh.
It was intended for 5 people.
Everybody gets 20 gold.
We did get paid for the rat thing already, right? He paid us after we killed him.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought. Boom. Look at that. We have 2 quests down. We're a very good adventuring party.
She was prepared to adequately pay.
Well, I will drop my coins in my belt pouch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I have some traps to check up on, and some other business to handle.
Okay. You're coming back, right?
I mean, I know where you work. You know where I have it.
Well, I mean, if I'm adventuring now, I don't have to do that work anymore.
Sure. And given that we've had a somewhat dangerous day, looking explicitly at you, like making some suggestions, I think it is probably it's in my interest to go and not be threatened for the rest of my day, and take care of the things that I know I need to take care of for myself.
All right, so we meet at the tavern tomorrow.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, I have to take this pendant off me. I don't have my pendant anymore. Goodbye, pendant. I miss you already.
I will probably be in the nearby tavern at some point this evening, but for the interim period, I would like to get myself taken care of.
Okay. Are we going to come punch stuff in the library tomorrow then? Or should we look up another job to do?
We could potentially look into it, and if it turns out to be something a little bit beyond what we're comfortable with, we could look at the job board.
I'm going to tell. But do you want us to come back tomorrow to punch stuff? Or stab stuff?
I will be here.
All right, we're coming back
If
tomorrow.
you guys are not here, then you're not here.
Coming back tomorrow. And break.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm sure that our lovely, lovely players would love to go on a shopping montage.
Shopping montage.
And probably later we'll probably end up sitting down with some cards, I would think.
Yep. First, I'm going to be searching because at some point I had read something about having a fine Harrow deck being highly valuable. So I'm gonna be on the hunt for that.
Yes. Do you mention that, or do you just go look somewhere?
I mean, I would tell the folks that I'm with, you know, be like, hey, I'm gonna go find a better.
But you don't trust the
a more
library.
refined. Right. I still don't. I'm not real warm and fuzzy on the librarians. That faction is not. I don't have a lot of rep with them right now.
You don't have the rep. That doesn't mean they don't have the rep. Well then. So you only tell your companions you go look in the shopping district for a find. You will be able to find one, but it's going to take you a while to find one. And, you're going to end up in some back rooms, not stuff that's on display.
That's exactly the sort of stuff I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. Especially since this particular deck that is being sold is very elvish in some of the artwork. It's not that it doesn't have other influence in it, but because of where you are, you're having it's a very fey and elvish and not in vogue with what the ruler likes. But it's a well-made deck. The paper is good quality. And it will do exactly what it says, and it'll cost you exactly what it says in the book. I'm not having you pay extra.
Sounds good. The only thing I'm going to change is is it possible? Well, you know what? No, it's fine. I'll leave it exactly the way it is. I'm going to keep my old deck still, but this one is going to this one's going to be used for rituals.
Mm-hmm. For Sylvia, you said you needed to upgrade your weapon.
I am the
Is that
weapon.
upgrading the stuffing in your hands?
Yeah. That was the joke.
And Era's doing a thing.
Checking on the things that keep her fed.
Okay. Well, then tomorrow or later that evening, one of the two. Where does poor Sylvia live?
I don't know. I never thought about it.
Okay.
In a pillowcase.
Down by the river. I probably have a nice cardboard box. I don't need much space. I don't take up a whole lot.
Well, one of the things that if you guys are going to the tavern tonight, you would have heard this has happened while you were that there was some explosion and a bunch of rubber ducks happened somewhere in the city, and you know that job that you had about a missing duck, that job's no longer available.
Oh no.
But the reign of a lot of of toy ducks, rubber ducks, was something people are laughing about.
Oh, I'm gonna try to find a thing so I can hug ghosts. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it because I think ghost touch equipment or like oil. I think I was looking that up. Ghost touch oil.
Probably.
Oh yeah. Well, it's level 4, but it's only 18 gold pieces.
You have not ranked up high enough friendship to be able to acquire said.
I have the money for it, which is unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. You're level 2, not level 4.
Yes, thank you. I'm very much aware. Not yet.
Well, that's because most of the time you're not fighting ghosts at level 2.
Oh, I can't remember that.
So other than that, if you were in the tavern, it's a normal, riotous evening. The next day is a normal day. The sun is shining. The areas of the city, as long as that are poor, the guards, as long as the guards aren't there, they're lovely, vibrant people who are making art out of what they have. And absolute defiance.
think the morning I would wind up still being at the river once more
Okay.
for breakfast before looking to join up with Ladar or Sylvia.
And potentially Kalain, but Kalain may just be passed out on a table.
Does anybody want to lend me 8 gold pieces?
How many? I believe I gave you gold for.
I don't think you gave us gold for the rats.
Did I give you silver?
I don't think you gave us anything.
I don't remember.
I could have sworn I gave you money.
Pretty sure not, because before I got the 20, I only had the very small amount of money that I had left over from buying equipment.
Well, then, probably something like a gold apiece, unfortunately, because it was a small job.
Okay. Now I need 7 gold. Because the hand wraps of Mighty Blows are, for the level 2 item, are 35 gold pieces. That would be very
Nice.
helpful.
Very important. Unfortunately, I guess you're going to have to do another job.
Oh, we're doing another job. Or somebody could give me money. I've earned it.
I've been sitting here kind of mumbling to myself, and I wasn't even off mute. How much do you
Okay.
need?
7.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Said 7.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah. I will go look for some hand wraps of Mighty Blows. Got the money. Gonna find
Yep.
the item. Oh, I should probably let my employer know that I'm not coming into work anymore because I'm an adventurer now.
And surprisingly, you don't have to just sign up at a guild here.
Well, yeah, because that would be
It's not required.
silly.
You don't have to log your presence, form an official company.
We could come up
You
with
could.
come up with a fancy name.
You absolutely could.
Either way, I'm gonna go look for those hand wraps.
You are absolutely able to go find yourselves some very lovely color coordinating and or color standing out hand wraps.
I got some indeterminate chosen
Uh-huh.
colors. We got pink, we got blue, we got red, we got yellow, we got camouflage. We got winter camouflage.
Yeah, basically.
We got desert camouflage. We got whatever mine are. Cool. Are they? Those are the.
So you get to choose what color their lemon they ended up being.
Probably like a nice green.
All right.
Question.
Yes.
Do those count as weapons or a worn item?
They count as weapons.
Excellent. I have a gift for you.
What?
Hold on, I can make 2 of them. So I'm going to give 1 to each of you. And until I say otherwise, if I'm in this group, these are the 2 that I'm making.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I'm grabbing what I need so you can have it.
Potency crystal.
They expire every day, and if you use it, it expires. So
Okay.
it's going to be very, very important for you because it affects your whole turn. So if you flurry, it's your whole turn worth of flurry.
Mm.
Noted.
Nice.
For yours, it's effectively a friendship bracelet. And for Era, it's a small fang bauble that hangs off the bottom of your bow.
Okay.
And then I also am going to hand out an amulet.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta go find the amulet stuff.
It's like Christmas.
It's an amulet. It's the first time you have to roll a savings throw against a spell or a haunt, you get a +1 bonus to the roll. And since you seem to be the one that gets targeted the most for Sylvia, I'm going to give it to you.
Nice.
Okay.
Does a talisman have a name, or is that a feature?
It's called, well, it's a feat called root magic.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So there we go. Those are going to be handed out to the same people every day unless something changes. Like if we pick up a fighter or something that, really would benefit from something, I'll change it. But for now, it makes more sense to give it to the current company.
Yes.
Okay.
It does make sense.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I have one more thing I have to do at the start of every day now.
You do have one more thing.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well, no, it's just it determines what I draw determines like there's a save bonus that I can use once per day, and it's based on the card I draw. Unfortunately, that's strength.
Uh-huh.
So it's largely useless today, but that's okay.
Was anyone around to see you pull that card for yourself?
I don't do my own readings publicly. And that's always been the case for my own. I'll do everybody else's publicly if they so choose.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Thanks for indulging me while I took care of all my daily constitutionals.
oh no, you're good. The only thing that I'd be doing is making athletics checks and swimming.
I mean, I could make you make those rolls if you really feel like you need to make them.
Only if you feel like it contributes to the game.
No.
Okay.
What are you swimming for?
I fish for my primary
Oh,
form
right,
of
right.
sustenance. So spearfishing, trapping.
So, how many of Latar's lovely polls have come true so far? Or are accurate?
Well, the one about for Sylvia seemed to come pretty much true.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose it's up to the others whether or not theirs came true.
I believe for Sylvia would say that we haven't done anything with a keep yet.
Sure, we didn't. Well, no, I established that the library was just a keep for books.
Mm.
That's where you keep books. That's where you keep books. Do.
And you're all in the tavern. You can talk if you want to.
No.
Okay. Then you're absolutely being fed sugary glue.
I love sugary glue.
Sugary glue. Being force-fed sugary glue. Well, it's like drinking soda.
Yeah.
For those
So,
interested in my read, that's what I got today.
You stand strong in the face of adversity.
Yes.
It was misaligned though.
Standing fast is foolhardy.
Yeah, it was misaligned.
Which means standing fast on your not trusting the ghost is foolhardy. Gotcha.
I don't know. There's a lot of different ways that could
It's very open to interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Also, you're in a city that is mostly in a holding pattern anyways.
has been for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got to go to the library. We got to go back. We got to finish the library. And then we can figure out what other bad people we can punch later.
Lay,
Yes.
are you down for the library?
I suppose. We were told it was more dangerous.
Well, we have a little bit more resources at our disposal now. If you are uncomfortable, we could take a look at the board.
I recommend checking the board, just to see if there's anything quick and easy we can take care of.
I don't disagree. So I would go over to the board and see what's on the board. See if there's anything new.
The rubber ducky mission is gone. Someone still wants to find that salmon of knowledge.
Salmon of wisdom.
The salmon of wisdom. Yes, you are correct.
So you're saying that quest is not going well?
That quest did not go away. You
No,
could be level 15.
No, I said it's
and
not.
That quest will still be there.
I said it's not going well.
There's an escort quest out of the city. Some caravan would like to have people helping them out. But nothing new. Keep in mind, it's only been a day.
Right.
I'll just regurgitate that to Lintar. I think the library is probably a better option.
Is there a time limit on the escort mission?
They're planning to leave in the next day or two.
Where are they going?
I guess you'd have to talk to them to find out.
Non-disclosed.
Please see for more information.
You can only fit so much information on one piece of paper. Especially when help wanted has to be like a third of the page.
I mean, there's two major roads out of the city. One goes across the bridge to the river, one goes the other direction. At least if you follow roads.
I am a traveler at heart. I have no problem doing an escort.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
I mean, There are boats that go up and down the river.
See, you don't need roads for that.
Correct. And then you could just go outside the city and not travel on a road. That's also an option.
Walk around the woods punching things.
Yeah.
That's
also an option.
That's how I found my way here. I just wandered around punching things, and eventually here I was.
So we can see where they're headed to.
Yeah.
See if we want to make that decision. Maybe it's only a day and a half.
I agree.
Okay.
All right.
So
go ahead.
We can pick it up and go and see about speaking to the client.
Mm-hmm. It says to see about them at the Raven's Nest Inn.
Which is not the one we're currently at.
No. You're at Fish Market Tavern.
Fish Market Tavern. That's a name.
Because the street it's off is Fish Street. And there's a giant market nearby on Fish Street.
People are terrible at naming things. I'm allowed to.
People are terrible at naming things.
I'm just allowed to chuckle at it.
And they have a giant seagull that.
Of course, yeah. Fucking seagulls. Don't start with me. At least it's not a pelican. I almost got kidnapped by a pelican once.
This entire district was named by a tabaxi.
This is Fish Street. This is Salmon Street. This is Pike Street.
This is Nap Park.
Nap Park. This is Fish Nap Park, which is different from.
The interesting thing about Fish Street is that it starts at the river.
That's not interesting. That makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like logistically, solid.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot more sense than the only one that makes as much sense is like River Road.
That's the one that goes directly down the river.
Yeah, like that's the intersection of Fish Street and River Road. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I think I found where the salmon of knowledge is hidden.
Oh, is it me? Am I this? Oh, maybe the real salmon of wisdom were the friends we made along the way.
I have it written down as the salmon of knowledge from the well of wisdom.
Oh.
That checks out.
Mm-hmm.
So the Ravens Inn.
Mm-hmm. Not hard to find.
My brain fluffs aren't as strong as my muscle fluffs.
That's what we love about you, for Sylvia.
Oh, is that what you appreciate about me?
Oh, look,
it definitely has a raven on the sign out front.
I've never almost been kidnapped by a raven, so this is already doing pretty good.
It's a decent size inn. It happens to have a gnome is behind the counter.
A gnome?
By behind, I mean sitting on top of the counter.
We could sit on the counter here?
I can.
Well, I mean, I can too. It's just whether or not I'm allowed to.
It's my counter.
Can I sit on the counter with you? Please?
Yeah, there's a little ramp at the back.
I'll wipe my feet off.
Mm-hmm.
And then.
Anyway.
This is nice.
We're here for a job posting. Would you happen to know who might have left it?
Oh, you want the Coopers.
Hmm.
Yeah, their caravans been starting to load up things. He should be in the back courtyard, probably double checking whatever he needs to load.
Thank you. You can stay there for Sylvia, but
Did you know? And I actually somehow knew this, and I was going to bring it up, but I wanted. Cooper is a maker or a repairer of casks and barrels.
Mm-hmm.
I actually somehow fucking knew that in real life. I was like, isn't that a person with barrels? And I looked it up to make sure. I'm like, holy shit, it is! Some esoteric knowledge. Ooh. Ooh. Well, no, I could come. I mean, it's. I mean, that's kind of my forte is moving stuff. So I could analyze their situation. Ask some very important questions.
well,
You look like a dog that needs something. He goes into his pocket and hands you like a fiddle toy.
Love and affection.
He literally hands you one of those little metal puzzles that you fiddle with in your hands. He hands you a fidget toy.
Okay. Tastes like metal.
It is metal.
Nailed it. Thank you. I'll chop down. Thank you, friend gnome. My name's for Sylvia.
It's a lovely name.
Right there. I got a name tag. I don't know. I don't know if I am for Sylvia or if I am for Sylvia. If you know what I mean.
It's a good question to ponder.
It is.
Keeps things from getting boring.
Agreed.
I mean, things have to be interesting, right?
Fidget toy. Okay, bye. Let's go check out these Coopers.
and so we walk.
Yes. You found a mixed group of dwarves, humans, elves, brownies. It's a mixed group, and they've got casts of various types of alcohol and other trade goods getting ready to be loaded. There's a tinker. It just looks like a trading caravan.
Which one does it look like is instructing the packing of the cabbages?
Honestly, it looks like a dwarf is doing the instructing.
I will approach the dwarf.
What do you want?
Got a job posting here.
Right, okay.
The tag.
Do not drop that thing. You drop the thing, we lose too much profit.
You gotta lift with your back, buddy. Just kidding. You lift with your legs. You were lifting with your back. You gotta carry with your legs. Let me show you. Oh my gosh, you gotta do it like this.
Anyway.
The dwarf will look at you from where he's standing on something. So that he's close to the same height, but not quite, because if I remember correctly, Era is tall.
A little tall.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking for escort?
Yes.
Couldn't help but notice that there was no destination on the job posting. You mind saying where before I take the job?
Lawford Town. And some of us are breaking off to continue up into the Silverfoot Hills. To take, he points to the heavier duty cast to the dwarf town, but that's usually a much safer area.
Okay. Well,
you can't store that there. You got to store. You got. This is heavy. You got to put that in the middle. Otherwise, you'll be lopsided and you'll tip over. This is just a shit show.
Basically, you're agreeing with the things that the dwarf was already saying.
Like I'm just start rearranging. No, this okay, and then that goes there. Okay, and that could go over there. And I'm just like,
so
I just accidentally start taking over moving things.
He's a foreigner by trade.
That's okay. I'll give him a silver for doing this, even if you don't take the rest of the job.
How many days would travel did that be?
It's probably a 3 to 4 day journey there. It's the closest small town, but it's not that close.
I'll look at later.
And it's on the side that does not go over the river.
I'll turn to Latar. What language am I conversing with this dwarf in? Common?
Common.
Okay. So 4-day trip there. What's the rate?
About tree fitting.
He'll give you a standard. He'll give you a standard rate. I don't know it off the top of my head what a standard going rate for if there is no danger on the road. So this is the rate per day to get us to that town.
And should danger be encountered?
Double the rate for the day.
I'll look at Latar.
Basically, it's a very standard contract of doing this.
Oh no, I'm just getting acquiescence from the others.
Should we go and grab either of our friends before we leave?
I'll mention. So I'll turn to the rest. So there are an additional 2 of us to provide some additional security.
Pays the same per person.
Like it roll. Okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue for us then. When are you intending to depart?
Tomorrow, if we can. It's gonna take a lot. I don't think we'll be able to load everything unless your man is that fantastic about loading the carts.
Threaten him with a good time and give him some coin, and you could probably work miracles.
I'm really strong, so I'm probably half done already. No, see, you got to move it, and then and now it's distributed evenly.
Right.
Yeah. And you got to lift with your legs. See, you're going to activate these muscles because if you lift with your back, you're going to injure yourself, and then you're going to be out of a job, and you don't want to do that. I know I have 4 legs, so it's a lot easier for me to lift with my legs because I got more of them. But it's still very important. But I'm also lopsided because all of my weight's on the front. So you got to lift smart.
If physics
has
not yet,
go ahead, Lane.
If physics has not yet been invented in this world, it's probably going to be invented solely because for Sylvia's physiology makes absolutely no sense at all. Somebody is going to write the first physics manual just to disprove poor Sylvia's existence.
It's probably going to be Chim. Like, you make no sense. Let's explore this. Because then you have to research other creatures and how they move, and so it's like a whole thing about anatomy and physiology and
I have one question for you guys. You don't hate Musatar, do you?
No? How can you hate the most majestic of creatures?
Of course not. I actually happen to be fluent in Musatar.
Yeah, their language is primarily moose, 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 moose. As the inventor of Musators, that's canonical.
Damn it! You spoiled the whole thing.
That's canonical.
It's canonical.
Well, a Musator about to charge doesn't get much more serious. Actually, I think it was a flaming Musator about to charge doesn't get much more serious.
But yes, I actually am fluent in Musatar, both in their culture and their language.
Oh, good. Because I'm just the face for Boris Cooper, the Musatar.
So they're the actual client.
Really, he's napping right now.
Yeah, it's tough.
Good nap time.
So long as the
And
coins...
he's not very good at arranging how things are in this.
So long as the coin is good.
Like a bull in
Standard
a wagon.
contract. That is signed by the guilds of that is approved by guilds of dwarves. Who cares if this city approves of the way we write our contracts?
Well, if the Dwarven Guilds vouch for it, then it's a Dwarven Guild reputation on it then. I have no objections.
Right.
Now that you guys know how to figure this one out, I'm gonna go fix the other cart.
Well,
and the dwarf will. Which of you is holding his purse for the day? Pointing at for Sylvia.
mm-hmm.
Oh well, this makes way more sense than the other one. You guys suck at this.
And he will hand a couple silver and a bead that's usually used for putting in beards, specifically for Sylvia's pay.
I'm still wildly entertained by the phrase much more less sense, or way more less sense. It's a really good phrase.
Well, we will see you tomorrow in the morning.
Sounds good.
And we will prepare for a week's journey.
I feel like drawing in the dirt. See, this is what you got to do. You got to divide it into quadrants, and then within the quadrants, you divide it into a grid square. And then this is what. Look, get over here. I'm explaining this shit to you. Okay, and then.
Yep.
A class in laborer.
Exactly. That is exactly what you're doing.
Just, if you're gonna do it right. You don't have to be super strong. Just do it smart.
But it doesn't hurt to also be super strong.
Oh, right. I just got bigger muscle fluffs than these people. I mean, they have no muscle fluffs, so really, they're at a disadvantage already. Poor living people.
And the answer is there's a trio of carts with stuff.
I couldn't
Plus,
remember if
a cart or two that just holds people.
Where you guys going? Wait, hey, you guys sticking around? What are you doing? Where are you going?
Well, I was gonna try to speak with the dwarf a little bit more and see what recent dangers they might have been alerted to by their own connections that would have warranted the job posting for security, given that they're already close to a 10-man crew.
A 10-man crew of traders and wagoneers, not exactly men of arms. Could be-
certainly. But they must have been alerted to something, or is it entirely just precautionary?
Well,
Should
you
I
know,
roll
there's bandits who may or may not work for that guy. Who knows? Don't trust him. There's
banditry's become more common over the last couple of years?
mhm.
Okay.
And
Context.
and then you've also got the, you know, pernicious fey touched wildlife, or just wildlife in general. As I said, most of us are just people who make things and sell things. We're not equipped for if a boar decides that it really wants to be where we are.
30 to 50 feral hogs.
Very well then.
Mm-hmm. That would be frightening, a nightmare, and if we survived it, good eating.
Mm.
Very well. And then,
I'm gonna speak up for the first time since, like, basically any agreement has been made.
Uh-huh.
What are the rules about anything we find on our attackers?
I could care less. That's your business.
Thank you.
so scavenge rates are ours.
You kill him,
Keep what you kill.
if it's an animal, I hope that it goes towards the pot for dinner, but if it doesn't, that's your choice.
I don't even think I have to eat. It's so confusing. Like, I'm a construct. I don't think I don't
Do
think
you
I have
have
to eat and
objections?
drink.
Mm-hmm. You don't.
You've never thought of it before, but now you're hungrier and thirstier than anything has ever been in its entire existence because you've now realized that it's a thing that you can do.
But don't have to. It's so
You enjoy the smells. And potions will work on you.
right.
They just usually just get absorbed by your being rather than you actually consuming it.
A construct that doesn't need to eat or drink, but can still smell and taste.
I never said it made sense. It's magic.
We are a gathering of magic. Arguably, we're the gathering of magic because we're just a bunch of weirdos. We should have cards.
Some magical gatherings.
Exactly.
I have cards.
True, you do. Also, you do. to double.
Right. Okay. So no objections from anybody else on any other matter. Then it seems like it's shopping time for the handful of things that'll be necessary for the road. And Sylvia can work the rest of the day and make some extra coin for themselves to pay back their debt.
For Sylvia, you're gonna make 5 silver coins for what you're doing because you're doing such a fantastic job.
Good job.
And I believe you already wrote down that you got the dwarven bead.
No, I didn't.
You should write that down too.
Is that a normal?
That's a jewelry item, but I don't think that's something that exists.
Okay.
It's just jewelry that happens to be a beard bead.
Dwarven bead.
No, it's a MacGuffin. The DM gave it. It's a MacGuffin.
Also, you're a construct. You might decide to do something with it. I don't know.
Does it actually do anything, or is it just for looks?
It's just jewelry.
Okay. So far.
Correct.
What am I going to put it on? My nose. Now I got a dangly on my nose.
Roy.
I guess if Era's going shopping and for Sylvia is going to be working, I'm going to go put my fortune telling to work.
Okay.
I'll head back to the inn and just do some readings.
The tavern or the inn?
Or sorry, the tavern, not the inn.
All right. You can roll me. I don't think society. Yeah, let's go with give me a society roll.
A society roll, you say?
Yes,
Oh boy.
because otherwise I have to come up with another skill roll for you.
For reading Harrow?
How much money you're making?
Oh, well, the standard Harrow reading is esoteric.
Then roll me an esoteric.
And my esoteric.
Not great. Not great, Bob. It's a 14, Tim.
Well, then you got 1 silver, 4 copper.
All right, I'll leave the copper as a kindness for the opportunity to use the table, and then I'll take the silver.
And not wrong. Lay does have the Musatar language.
I sure do.
Dork.
Where remember, I said that it was my language and a neighboring language.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
I'm from the mountains.
So I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. Next time, we're going to leave on a journey outside of the city.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
Someday you might go back and go through the library.
We gain like 15 levels and then come back to the third level or the second level challenge that is the other side of the library.
Well, I might just scale up what the library had then. Oh no.
I mean, you could. It'd be funnier though. Man, we are way over leveled for this part of the map.
Mm-hmm. So thanks, Tim, for watching.
Yeah, thanks, Tim.
And
I mean, you got a general star named after you already, so keep being supportive.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, Tim.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And now you get to listen to the outro song. And that's the outro song. Yeah.